Hey, so basically for the 421 shoebox assignment, I did the Cuban Missile Crisis, which took place on October 14th to 28th on 1962. Yeah, so basically, I guess it's a big box. It's a cowboy boot box, so that's all I could find. So as you can see, the four countries that took place in the event was the United States of America, which the president was John F. Kennedy at the time, and at that time, Russia had the prime minister of Nikita Khrushchev, and they were the communists. And Turkey was the Turkey president was Kemal Gersel, and Cuban president was Fidel Castro. So basically, what happened was there was a war, I guess, or a war, not a war, but it was leading up to a war, but it didn't really happen. So what happened was the United States of America were battling the Cuban forces, and Bay of Pigs, which was a mission to go into Cuba and basically just get rid of all the militia there that was present at the time. So what happened was when John F. Kennedy went in with his troops, they were defeated, and this basically made them look more weaker. It basically made the United States more weaker than they already were at the time from the previous war. So what happened was, it made them weaker, and then Fidel Castro thought he was stronger than them, so he he basically talked to Nikita about having some missiles, and yeah, so basically a map of the Bay of Pigs, which is right there. Um, like the presidents were John F. Kennedy, Nikita Khrushchev, Fidel Castro, and Samuel Garcia. And this, I guess you could say, emblem or emblem, I guess, is NATO. It's basically, it stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Is between United States, Canada, or actually no, not the United States, Canada, France, and Iceland. Um, and also, this is a Cuban map. This is just basically um, a overall map of Cuba, just basically a map of Cuba. And here's a map of Turkey, basically showing where Turkey is in the map. It's below Russia. And here is a document or a letter from Nikita saying to President John F. Kennedy that the blockade, like the quarantine for the missile crisis, is an act of aggression. So Nikita thought that John F. Kennedy was acting in a hostile way towards his country, so that's basically a letter stating that him or he did this, this, this. So yeah, and this picture right here is, I don't know what happened to my printer, sort of is messed up, but this is the Soviet R-12 missile, and this is in Red Square in Moscow. And this missile right here is a S-77 Dvina, which basically shot down a U-2 spy plane over the Caribbean Sea. And yeah, so that's basically it. Map of Russia is right here, and here where I circled on the map, or not on the map, but the pictures, where you can see the missiles, the some vehicles and some bunkers too, or not bunkers, but like, well, yeah, I guess you could call them bunkers, but yeah. Um, and this here is a missile that the United States government was using to launch towards Russia, and they, instead of putting it by Cuba, they put it to Turkey, which got Kemal basically involved in it. He put this off the Turkey coast and threatened Russia, but um, in the end of the whole conflict, really, was it basically came to a draw. So they both agreed that none of this would ever happen, and it would become a truce. And yeah,